Coming to you live from downtown Detroit. Who's ready to get the trading game on? I don't know about you guys, but there's a reason why they call me Money Mitch. Find out what trade I did yesterday that you guys watched, and I made that money. Let's get after it. You guys know where you're at. It's live trading with Benzinga, and it's time to get those chicken dinners.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Those words have been dancing around my head all night. Oh, it's Vegas lore, that phrase.
What up out there, traders? I'm ready to get live trading started. And the question is, are you guys ready? Let's bring on Ryan Faluna. Let's get to the action. It's Trade the Pool, of course. And yesterday, dare I say, knocking a penny stock to the downside? Not too bad on that call for SVFD. I know that some of you traders were actually trading it on the upside. And look where SVFD is today, 304, when I was getting short at 660. Not too bad. I'll do so say myself.
Are you still holding it overnight short?
Nah.
I was like, wow, that's some cojones, Mitch. Wow.
Nah. I had to take the money and run. I mean,
Yeah.
it was good money really fast. And when you get good money really fast, yeah, you take that money and you get the hell out of here. But yeah. Ready to get after it, team. Ready to see what I can come up with today. Should have my charts up here. Some of them kind of got messed up, but should have this up in just a second here. I'll get my trade the pool started today. Need to do some fixes here on layout. Don't know why my layout's changed, but you know how it is.
See, that happened to me yesterday.
Yeah, man. It happened. I normally don't battle through this, but I will fix my screens right quick. I think I'm just going to let you kick it off, my friend. So
okay, I'm ready to go.
Let's go ahead. Let's put your pro up. If you want, you can, of course, mention some of the economic data that we got this morning. We did get jobs number to come in that kind of gave us a quick spike to the downside, but I felt like it was a bullish number. Unemployment actually coming down. We'll talk a little bit about that.
Sure.
I'll be right back, guys.
Well, yep. Let's take a look here at the SPY. So first of all, let's just get set with the actual SPY here. We're still in that range. We're still holding under 460. 460 is really the spot of note. If we can break out of it to the upside, of course, I am still in SQQQ, so I'm hoping that technology breaks down. We'll see if we end up getting it. But that's pretty much where we're looking at with the SPY. Some sideways trading. Now, as far as the data print, courtesy of Benzinga Pro here, non-farm payrolls for November, 199,000 versus 180,000 estimate. U.S. unemployment rate for November, 3.7 versus 3.9. So that unemployment rate going down there a little bit. And like Mitch was saying, that should be a good number. Now, if we take it, let's go back to the chart here and take a look at what happened intraday here. As soon as we got that number, we sold off. Now we've bounced and we've regressed this move. A lot of the times when we see some of this economic data, we see this back and forth. Now that we have the back and forth out of the way, the next will be, or the next thing to look for would be, which direction do we pick here for the day? We can wait until the market opens to make that determination. I don't need to do that right now. So SPY really kind of, after all of that, after the move down, the bounce, and the move up, all of that, we're about flat. So go figure, go figure on the SPY. Loves to do stuff like that. Now, as far as some of the other stocks here, let's take a look. Of course, we'll take a look at MLGO. This thing was a waterfall that would make TLC proud. This thing did nothing but sell off yesterday. We'll see if we bounce here today. There's been some pretty big volume in the pre-market here today. I'm going to stay away from this. I think that there are better opportunities out there. But this is worth noting because we've been trading it several times the past few days. So we'll take a look at it, or you can keep that on your list here. Next is going to be INTS. This is Intensity Therapeutics. The stock popped as high as $15 and was rejected there, currently up 123%. We take a look here at the news. Intensity Therapeutics presents INT 230-6 data in early stage breast cancer patients. Says a single injection of INT 236 can induce up to greater than 95% necrosis of a tumor. All right, so we have a good PR here regarding a breast cancer treatment that is popping INTS. You can see we've retraced some of this move, but what I would be looking for here for the sake of a day trade would be maybe a recapture or at least a retest of this VWAP line to do on some of these. I've been starting to draw the Fibonacci retracement on that initial impulse move. You can see here, this gives us some pretty nice levels for when that stock pulls back, which is inevitable. We've seen a lot of these stocks actually go later on in the day, right? Or even a day later. They have that initial impulse move, they kind of consolidate, and then they go. We'll see if the Fibonacci retracement gives us any tradable levels for that. Next here is going to be MBI. This one here popped yesterday. Had a little bit of profit taking in the pre-market here today, but we've actually taken the leg higher here. MBIA shares are trading higher after the company announced it declared an extraordinary cash dividend on MBIA common stock of $8 per share. Okay, so that's moving MBI here. Extraordinary dividend. I'm not going to play this, but this is definitely worth mentioning. Looks like they also caught a downgrade here this morning from Roth MKM, which is interesting. So we'll see how this one trades. I don't really have a line on it. I don't even think I've ever traded MBI before. But in any case, that's what's going on here with the huge gap, up 70% here this morning. Now, next one, I see a bunch of you folks talking about this one. This is SOAR, of course, on December 5th, which was, what day was that? December 5th was Tuesday. We had this huge move in the pre-market from like, what was this? From like $8 up to almost $80. Gave all that back before the market even opened. And since then, we've been just kind of bleeding for several days. Now, today, we popped in the pre-market. We've really kind of come back in. Tells me that there's still eyeballs on this. I don't know which direction this is going to move, but clearly there's still traders out there trying to trade this one. So let's keep this on radar and see if this moves here today. First thing that I'd be looking for is a volume expansion. You can see that its volume's really done nothing but taper off here in the pre-market. I'd like to see that expand. Keep in mind when the market opens, the volume's going to be elevated anyway. Once the market opens, I want to see that volume continuously grow. If we can move through the VWAP here, maybe we got another shot on trading this. Maybe it will soar to the upside. Okay, 13, that was my dad joke to make you proud. We're going to move on and try to remain serious for the rest of this Friday. Next here is going to be VRME. This is Verify Me. Now, this had a really outsized pop. Popped as high as 248, come back into 120. I don't know how much of this range we're actually going to be able to attack here today. But again, let's just start small. We'll go ahead and see if we can take the VWAP out here. Okay, we'll go ahead and see if we can take the VWAP out, and then we'll see if we can move here. We did have a catalyst here. Verify Me announces a share repurchase plan and changes to the board compensation program. So we'll see if that ends up giving us any type of juice here today. We already talked a little bit about MLGO, FLJ. This popped and really kind of came back. We'll see. It might be worth keeping some of these on your radar. The Bitcoin names definitely worth watching here today. Bitcoin futures currently at 44,000. That they've been kind of all over the place. Happy Hour last night was speculating with all the turmoil and with all the central bank stuff. Maybe Bitcoin and gold. Maybe that's one of the reasons they're trading to the upside. Bitcoin and gold. So keep an eye on those. That's Mara, Riot, BITF here, BTBT, Hut. A lot of those names that get tied to Bitcoin. Worth keeping an eye on. See if we get some moves in that. Now, we also had some earnings last night. First one here we're going to talk about is Lululemon. So Lululemon sold off after earnings. In the last quarter, I only bought one pair of Lulu pants, so I should have known this was going to come in. In any case, you could see that it was a huge sell-off. However, it did a really good job bouncing, and I wouldn't be surprised if this really kind of trades up. If there's more of a bullish feel to the market, especially for those that are, waiting for a Santa Claus rally or thinking about how some of these retailers or these really popular stores are going to do well for the holiday season here. Maybe Lulu actually catches a bid here today. It's great to see it retrace a lot of that down move here, but holding in at 450 when we closed yesterday, we were about 464. So excuse me. So we'll see if Lulu can get rolling here as well. There are a couple of others that I wanted to mention. Lululemon, RH, here we go. RH, and let's go back here. let's go ahead and take a look at RH. This is down here this morning, down almost 10%. We did have, I believe this was earnings yesterday, a miss on the top and bottom line here. So we'll see if there's anything fresh here. Barclays maintaining equal weight, raising the price target. Maintain market perform, lowering the price target. So it looks like some price target re-ratings here. We'll see if RH gets going here or gives us any trade. This is noticeable or notable because it's trading down so much. Roblox, this is trading up. We actually just saw that one on the other screen as well. Roblox here printing 42s, trading higher. Social media accounts are reporting that Nicki Minaj has joined the platform. You tell me if that's worth a couple bucks more in the stock. I don't know. Not my thing.
Whoa! Did you say Nicki Minaj?
I did.
Okay. All right.
I was puzzled as to why you were so excited, but maybe you can fill it in.
just a little reaction time. Let's get after it, team. What's up out there? What? Nicki Minaj was on Roblox, I guess.
Yeah, the PR here. Well, the PR. The reason why the stock is trading up here 5.3% in the pre-market. Roblox shares are trading higher. Social media accounts are reporting Nicki Minaj has joined the platform. So that's social media accounts reporting. I don't know which ones. I got to be honest with you. I really don't care. So I'm not even going to verify this news. This to me is nothing.
What?
Market, here. This is my thought.
I thought you were
market sniper
type. I thought that was all you, bro.
You thought wrong.
What are the penny names today, baby?
Mitch, I literally just ran through the list. If you want to know what those are, you can't leave in the morning while I do it. Have me do the list and then come back and be like, what's the list?
You see, guys, this is why you got to be here at Live Trading. Oh, well, you guys are here at Live Trading. Oh, no, thank you guys. I appreciate you guys out there. Let's get to the action here. Almost done setting up my charts here, guys. I'll put up my charts in a second here. What's the chat looking at? Maybe something that we're missing here.
I don't think I missed anything. Zippity Doodah is asking if you shorted MLGO and then called it a POS. 13 saw my dad joke and raised me another dad joke and said MLGO, more like MLG no.
MLG no, I like it. I like it.
So no, we've got Alex talking about Bitcoin all morning here. Wally wants to take a look at Netflix. My bird's going absolutely ham because it's nice and bright outside here today. Lynn and Randy, Detroit Air getting Mitch. Randy, I think Lynn's here. I don't think Randy's here. Randy might be finishing off his Portillo's sandwich for breakfast. Don't know. Just guessing. So, yeah, I don't know. I think the chat's out here trying to have a good time here today. I mean, it's Friday. We're about to go into the weekend. We made it. Let's see if we get a decent market here today. Talked a little bit about the non-farm payroll print. Did you want to give your opinion on that and where you think the market might go here today, Mitch?
That sounds smart there. Instead of my pizza mention that I wanted to go to. So let's
wait.
Talk.
Excuse me. Talking about mentioning or consuming pizza is always smart.
I know.
Let's just get that out there right now.
We'll hold that conversation. Let's talk a little bit about it, right? Of course, the jobs number coming in here, coming in a little bit higher, but that's not a bad thing. That's, of course, what you're seeing there is a lot of the turnover from the UAW and the labor situations that happened there. But I think it was interesting to see that the first action was down because essentially the reports that came out, I thought they were all like helping the soft landing narrative. And so to me, that would mean more that the bulls get the continued move. But the dip was quickly bought. So I think that's something that we need to be looking for. Yesterday, AMD, Intel on my radar, those did really well. And I could see those still outperform NVIDIA towards the end of the year. So keep your eyes on those names. I think we need to be watching also to see what happens in industrials right now. That's what I'm going to be keeping my eyes open to, because some people were naming Deere as a kind of strong buy or conviction play going into next year. And I see the XLI riding up so high right now. I think it could take a dip. Boeing has been hot as of late. We can look to see if maybe that turns around. These are all the type of names that I'll be watching. And of course, let's take a look at some of these stocks here.
I'm going to step away for a sec, Mitch. I'll be right back.
Yeah, by all means. All right, so of course Boeing has been, just continuing the upside action, and I feel like at some point, I mean, this is going to turn around. So this is something to kind of keep your eyes open for, right? Yesterday, we made another move higher, continuing. At some point, I feel like Boeing's going to do a little bit of a pullback. Take a look at the XLI. This is another thing that I would keep an eye out for potential turnaround. And it doesn't need to happen today, but it could happen any day now. CAT is also on the radar because Deere keeps breaking down and CAT has climbed back here. So I think CAT can come breaking through the 255 and come back down to the 240s. We'll find out what happens there in Caterpillar. All right. Good morning, team. Wale, how we doing? Lynn, it's good to see you out there. The gingerbread man went to the doctor for a sprained ankle. The doctor asked him if he was icing it. Oh, I like it, Lynn. All right, let's keep it going. She doesn't seem kid-friendly. Yeah, I don't think she's kid-friendly, but we can keep moving on that one. Jay Rice, what's going on out there? MBI closed at $7.38, paying a special dividend of $8. One of the craziest things I've ever seen. Yeah, there's some weird stocks like that sometimes. They just pay like crazy dividends. I don't understand it. It's some kind of financial engineering trick. NKLA. I'll see if that can make the move above $1. I'm just looking at what's showing up on my scanners here. Of course, MLGO, man, this thing is back down to 240s. That's how it goes, team. This is why I said yesterday, maybe this would have been a good one to short kind of into the morning. Let me connect my links here. Boom. Sorry, guys. I just had to do this setup this morning. But, man, from a stock that was at 15 back down to $2, imagine if you would have been able to get short yesterday. This thing just went down all day long. This is why I like to eventually try to play these for the short side, not always just to the long side on these penny names. All right, let's keep going, guys. What else is being mentioned in the chat? What does your scanner look for? It looks for volume over 1 million and price greater than 10 that's doing well. And then I also put it down towards the smaller names, greater over than 500,000 and price over 2. Of course, this is kind of more of your gainer losers list. I could kind of try to filter it a little bit more, but really I'm just trying to see if there's any big movers that I can maybe catch here and bring up for you guys to go ahead and make your own investment decisions on.
And furthermore, I'd actually like to add to that. My scanner uses an intraday relative volume scan, right? So I'm looking for intraday relative volume and using that to determine what makes, where the momentum is, what makes a better trade, et cetera, et cetera. So I use a volume filter to filter out the liquidity, and a relative volume filter is the crux of my. If you'd like to see it, I can share it with you too. If you want to do that. I know he asked you, Mitch, but I figured I'd jump in there because I run a scanner for 100% of the idea generation all day long.
No, I think it's important there, guys, because we do have some scanners here in Trade the Pool, but of course, Pro has a way better scanner. And, we're always going to point to what's better there, right? Like I always talk about using multiple tools. You can't just use one tool in life. You know what I mean? You have to use multiple tools. Find those tools that can help you and solve what you're looking for. If you're looking for a really good scanner, I would have to point to Benzinga Pro, because not only can you find already presets that are already set there for you, but also you can really go into it and kind of adjust different things that you're searching for. And even things like short interest. Like there's so many things on our scanner, and maybe you want to show that kind of page for them.
Yeah, let's do that. So here, you know what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make this a little bit easier to see. Let me go ahead and plop a scanner.
Yeah.
And just a details tool, right? Because we want to have the chart here just in case. So here we go. So this is a very, very simple layout. And one of the things that you can see here is that, first of all, I've got some of these saved, right? So Mitch just talked about the high short interest one. Here we go. I have a scan here that's looking for any, in fact, let me see if I can zoom in one more level here for you. Boom. Okay. This scan is looking for a short percent of float over 20% and days to cover over 5. So we're looking for, and let me add these to the results list here. This is looking for, actually we want to keep volume here. This is looking for the two most important, at least in my opinion, short interest metrics that we have. You can also layer things on here. Like, for example, if you're looking for stocks within a certain price range, I can go ahead and add a price filter on here and really kind of, I could do the same thing with float. If you wanted to do that, high, short, low float, whatever it is that you want, I do keep this scanner going. And then my main scanner, okay, here's the main one that you're going to see for most of the day here. Volume 600K. This again is just a liquidity filter. Need to make sure I can get in and out. Arval 5M30D. This is the crux of the scan. And I encourage you to take a look at this filter yourself. Mouse over the question mark so that you understand what this is doing. This is looking at a 5-minute window and comparing it to the same 5-minute window across the past 30 days. So it's looking at the volume right now and then comparing it to the 30-day average of the same time frame. So if we look at it at 10, it compares the volume to 10 a.m. We look at it at 2 p.m., compares the volume to 2 p.m. It doesn't compare apples to oranges, it compares apples to apples, and that allows us to find out what stocks are actually moving on relative volume. The last filter that I have in here is a change percent over the last 1 minute of 0.2%. You guys know, if you've watched this long enough, I'm a long trader. I'm not a short guy. So it doesn't matter if the stock is down on the day. If the stock is curling back up and giving us an opportunity on relative volume, I want to be notified. That's what the scanner is for.
All right. And I
There we
mean,
go.
this is why you go to Ryan when you need help for pro.
Yep.
This is the reason why, right? You guys just saw it there. Guys, I always tell anybody that has any not even issue, but more along you want to better use pro, right? Utilize the tools that you have to the best capabilities. Reach out to Ryan, right?
And the one thing I will say about that, Mitch, is that I do get a lot of people that say, Ryan, show me how to make money. Or Ryan, show me how to find the stocks that are going to go up 200%. Folks, if I had a tried and true way of doing that, you wouldn't see me. I'd be on a beach earning 20%, and I'd probably own the island itself.
I'm over here like, yo, Ryan, if you have that answer, yo, why aren't you telling me?
Hook it up. So we're trying to do the best we can with the tools that we have. Okay, we're open. And real quick, I wanted to address another question here. Robert asking, Ryan, are you still in SQQQ? I jumped back in yesterday. Yes, I am. In fact, I added to my position yesterday. So yes, I am.
All right. What do you have going on in Trade the Pool right now?
In Trade the Pool, I still have my TGTX swing. We shaved 100 shares off of this yesterday to book some gains, but I'm still long 200 shares. As you can see, we're still up $400+ here. I'd really like to see if we can get another push here. I'd really like this to kind of explode and go. You can see here from the daily chart, we've really done a nice job trading up. This down move, this seems normal to me, right? Or kind of a regression to the move after a really nice run. I want to see if we actually set some new highs here. I've paid myself along the way, so we're just letting the trade work for us.
All right. That INTS doing really well out the gates here a little bit, getting up there to the 940s. I mean, it's not relative to the move in the pre-market, but definitely getting a nice little move. I'm sure you talked about that one this morning, Ryan.
I did.
It's getting a nice little push already, almost to 10 here. I'm not going to lie. I almost bought it there at 9. I was like, yo, Mitch, but that's not your game, buying the open on penny stocks. So I'm just kind of keeping an eye open here to see if we can get some pullback, maybe an attempt back down below the 840s, then comes back up. But it did try to break the 10 here.
Yep.
Not a bad little move here.
Oh, look at this. Here's your pullback.
Yeah, these pullbacks are fast.
Yep. Let's see.
I wanted to see it kind of wipe out those buying at the open, come back to like 840s, wick to 8, and then come back up. That's what I'll be watching for. Para showing up on my scanner too.
It went right to the VWAP and then stopped.
When Para does good, a lot of times Warner Brothers Discovery does good also. So just calling out stocks that I'm seeing moving. Did you see Morgan Stanley doing an upgrade on Riot?
I did not catch that, but that's worth mentioning.
Yeah, right. If they're going to start looking at these stocks and making upgrades on these, maybe the miners really do have legs to really keep running. All right, what are you guys taking a look at there? Watching W buy, says Market Sniper. Okay. Carvana is flying. Carvana, baby. Risk on type of names. Yeah, nice little pop there out the gates there. Let's go ahead. Let's take a look at where the VWAP is here on Carvana. Kind of like this. VWAP pull back to 3830s.
INTS, dude. Oh, man.
Yeah, Carvana already VWAP bounced there at 3840s just a second ago on the 1 minute. I'm going to look for an attempt move to 3830s. I don't mind trying to take a shot there. INTS.
INTS. That sucks, man. I missed it. I was doing something else and I effing missed it.
Hey, it's still moving up and down. It's easily moving like 50, 60 cents here, guys. So just be careful out there, especially sizing on something like that, right? Like if I go 1,000 shares deep and the stock moves 60 cents down, well, guys, I'm losing $600. So we got to keep that in mind. It's a fast move there.
I'm gonna try a little bit here, see if I can get filled at 950.
Okay. If you do get filled, let me know. I'll put you up. Roblox coming up. You talked about that one. That actually doing kind of like a red to green move. Carvana now up to 38.38. So that's actually looking decent. PayPal's one that's been on my radar a little bit. That's doing like kind of a red move here. Did Square go red? No, Square's still doing pretty well there. So PayPal doesn't look too bad to maybe do a kind of a red to green. How was yesterday's action? Okay, it's back off support, 57.43s.
INTS going higher. That's just bad. That's just bad on my. I know better.
57.93s. PayPal coming back here. We'll look to see if Roblox starts to get the move up here. You're already out, Jane, on INTS. Hey, take your money and run.
Yeah, I mean, it's moving fast enough. You're able to do that.
Roblox, big spike there, and then comes back. So that thing's moving fast.
1 sec.
PayPal coming back. It's actually looking not bad on the day there for me. Take a look at Cat. All right, guys, leading this morning, industrials, technology and consumer cyclical, financial services starting to pull back a little bit, utilities, energy leading to downside action.
INTS looking like it's going to take the next leg up. Man, oh man, I had that pegged too.
Para getting up there to 1652, man. Big push there. Looking around, team, trying to find what is in play today. AI still coming down. Let's see. Ooh, looks like AI getting a little spike on the day. Blink. 42, set, hut, hut, hut. All right, Hut, come back to me. I'll take a shot on Hut today. Would like to see a little bit of a dip here to like 969s on Hut 8 mining. A little bit of that mining stocks. Any swing traders out there? Carmen asking for some swings. Who's a swing trader out there? It's always good to see you guys. And no, we're not talking upside down pineapples. We're talking trading, baby. Hut is trading off that recent merger as well. Appreciate the ad there, Johan.
Yeah, Mark mentioning G-Bio. That has really been a great swing. Several days in a row, that stock has done well. Hit highs here out of the open again. And another bounce off the VWAP here for INTS.
Not getting the pullbacks that I'm looking for, at least. ALT stepping up a little bit today. Pinterest was up this morning. I can't find the reason. No, maybe Snap is just so hot.
I just got to take my eyes off INTS. I just straight up missed it. I can't. I'm going to end up hurting myself if I keep doing this.
Don't do it, buddy. I'm here for you.
Not going to do it. VRME. We'll see if this can move through VWAP. There we go.
Sorry, guys. I'm having some data issues here, but it's on my side. Internet's being weird.
All right. Long some here at 134 on VRME. Looking for a 140 pop. There's some size there. A little bit more at 143.
I'm looking around. I'm going to pull back on some stocks here. Q's strong here out the gates.
So we're backing off that run out of the open.
NVIDIA pushing and pushing, guys. Yesterday was the most frustrating thing. If I would have just did a swing from 457, I mean, we're talking what? 23 points higher now? NVIDIA is just ripping. Ooh, that's a little bit frustrating there. Yesterday, definitely, that was a really good level to look for on the pullback. That's actually pushing pretty strong on the day. Unity having a decent day today. Trying to find the names that are making the big moves here now.
Momo, maybe? Ticker MOMO.
Definitely one of those. WBD, Lulu, Marvell, Qualcomm having a really nice quick spike. Moderna, Intel. I've talked about that one. That one's definitely one that I really still like here. You're still getting an opportunity to get it below the 42s. That's going to always look good. Now it's really starting to get back towards resistance around the 4250s. Pan W having a decent day. Even Tesla getting a nice little push up.
Market looks like it is trying to go higher here. See if it's able to have the strength to do that.
PayPal going red to green now to 58.60s. A lot of like kind of red to green action. INTS now down to 970. Where's that one at now?
975. I think that the move that I was trying to hit, I believe, already happened. Maybe there's another one. We'll see. But I was so pissed that I missed it because I got distracted with something that I have to look at something else. I can't.
Yeah, no, it happens. If we lose our mental.
Yeah, I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm not gonna trade it well. I'm too frustrated. Lululemon going higher here.
Lulu's strong, man. Momo.
And Lulu did the entire standard deviation channel on a 5-minute. VRME, maybe we go here.
Para trying to reload here at 16s. I feel like it hit already 15.99 once. I want to see one more attempt through that 16 and then come back up, and then I'll buy 16 on Para. Doesn't seem too bad on the long side. WBD should pull back also. FSLR had an upgrade today. That spiked, now coming down fast.
VRME moved through that 135 spot. Next spot, just looking at the level 2 here, 140, 144, 148. See if we can really get pushing. 145 has got some adjusted size. Now let's go, VRME. Let's go. Let's take out 145 here. Maybe 150 next. We waited this one out. This one pops really good and we can get a fill and book some gains. That'll really go a long way. SPY here at highs. Same with the NASDAQ. See if it stops here. 459 has been where it's stopping. We're right under it right now. 145 up on VRME. Pulled off of it.
Looking for some moves, man. It's kind of slow for me.
I'm watching the market right here because this is where we've been stopping. It looks like we're stopping here again. At least so far. Brought in some size on VRME at 142. Gonna need that to get cleared before 145 goes.
Watch out. You never know where Ryan Cohen's trading GME money.
Lulu higher. I think 145 is going to get tested again here on VRME.
Carvana now to 40. Big, nice move there. One that I've been calling for that I felt like was a really nice potential position was Car. That's Carrier.
That was up this morning.
Yeah, it had news. It sold a portion of its business there to Honeywell for a pretty good price. So Nice little move there. Paramount, I've been looking at this for a while now, closer to the 16s. It's starting to spike back already. It's getting back above the VWAP. I don't want to grab it here because I wanted to grab it closer towards the 16. I didn't catch that first drop, so I'm going to let this probably move go, but it doesn't look that bad at all. There's
size
WVD
shifting around here on VRME. They moved down a little bit. VRME coming back in. Bummer. Really need this to pop and go.
What's going on in Snapchat and pins? Why do they keep coming up? I don't have news on it.
I don't see either of them. It's snaps up 2.5% here.
Yeah. Coin starting to move. Upstart starting to move. Now that's a nice little spike. Been looking to see if Upstart would get a spike like Affirm did on the daily. I think they're buying up 35, so I'm going to look to see if it gets a quick pullback here below 35.
Market, he's still the SPY still holding up at this 458.5. 459 is the spot of note.
No news, big spike in ACHR. Archer, baby.
Archer up 4% here today.
Joby also up, so could just be like the risk on type of stocks.
If those two are moving together, though,
like look at Unity also. I just see it today. There's like this risk on type of move with these smaller names. Carvana jumping. AI
Joby had
jumping.
a PR this morning. Real estate developments of vertiports in Japan. So it looks like Joby starting to build some of the they're calling them vertiports. Okay, that's cool. So Archer up on the back of the Joby PR this morning.
Rocket Labs getting a nice little push there. I'm taking a look. Even SPCE getting a little bit of a move. I'm just wondering if those could keep going. Industrials are leading the day.
Yes, they sure are. Let's see if tech can come back in. Let's see if we get any type of IWM outperformance. How is the IWM doing here today? IWM nice today. Green here today. It's actually outperforming the SPY and the NASDAQ. So good. Good stuff. Becca mentioning HUT moving here. Moving with Bitcoin. Bitcoin at highs here, so all those names likely moving with it.
Yeah, I tried to get HUT. I was looking for 969, but it's already intense. The real nice move that I've mentioned that I thought could get a nice push off of the student loan situation wasn't necessarily SoFi, but SLM. So SLM, Sally Mae here. This is one that you guys can look into here. This is actually something really interesting. It's starting to really get hot. I think SoFi and this stock are really starting to get stronger. And this is kind of like a 2-year trend really starting to reverse. Some of those financial stocks not doing bad on the day.
SPY still hasn't gone through that 459, pulling back a little bit off of it. That's good to see here. VRME really needs to take out, let's see, It's trying here. 145. It's trying. Come on, VRME. Let's go. 148, 150 has the size. There we go. Now we're going higher. Here we go. Now let's take 150. Pop above 150. We can book this. Let's go.
Para taking another step up, man. I'm missing a lot of moves today.
VRME 149 here at the high. Let's see if it takes off 150. Size shifting now to that 149 spot on VRME. A little bit more size above it at 150. We'll see if that gets taken. Lulu holding this 470 level. And market continuing to pull back from that high. That's exactly what I want to see. I might be biased because I'm in, cues to the short side here. Sydney, I am drinking Republic of Tea relaxation tea. It is tremendous. I actually do think it has relaxation capabilities, but it's also tastes delicious. So I've moved from coffee to tea, and I have one of my favorite cups. This is given to me by a developer at work. Have a great day. Here we go. Anyway, rather amusing to me. VRME pulled off that high spot. We'll see if it can still go through 149. The size has shifted around to that 149 level.
All right. Keeping my eye on this INTS. Q's making a quick pullback there. I will say that, guys. So do
INTS yanked beneath the VWAP.
Quick pullback on some names there.
And then trying to reclaim the VWAP here on INTS. The one thing here, if you get one of these flushes and it gets bought on some decent volume, that might be an entry trigger. SB Trades was mentioning here earlier, no candle has closed below VWAP on INTS. What time frame are you on? Because I see several on the 1 minute. And pullbacks are in low volume. That tells me it's going to go higher. So here you go. So here's your pull. Let's see what happens here on INTS. Mitch, do you have this one up?
Yeah.
Because I'm still watching VRME. And here we go. Let's see where this pull settles. And if it gets bought. So now you've got volume pouring in and it is trying to bounce. Might be able to try it here, but be careful on this one. It's wild. Five-minute trade. Thank you, SS Trades. Did I call you SB Trades? I did. SS Trades. My apologies for mixing up your name.
Yeah, this broke, and I don't know if it comes back, man.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to assess right now, Mitch. That's exactly what I'm trying to assess. By the way, VRME through 150. We did it. Let's see if we can pop above 155. The next spot up here, VRME. And 159. Also some spots there. VRME. Market continuing to pull off those highs. Exactly what I wanted to see. Let's go. We're going to turn this around.
INTS struggling now, man.
Yeah, SS Trades closed that. You had a really good entry on that because even on this pullback, you still closed it for a gain. That's well done. But I agree, Mitch. I'm not sure that comes. If it does, we're going to have to wait for it to kind of settle out here. We did get that
like MLGO all over again.
Let's see if it trades down that much.
Carvana, man. That thing was a nice one. Nice mention in the chat, too. They gave it to us early. I just wasn't able to get the pullback entrance.
That was Alex, wasn't it? Alex, I think Alex Escobar was mentioning Carvana. Maybe I missed whoever it was. I'm sorry if I did. Good shout, though. I did see Carvana in the chat.
AAOI. What do you guys think about that one?
We had that one was on yesterday, right? That one was moving yesterday. VRME right back to that 151 high, on it and through. Let's go, dude. Let's go, VRME. Finally. And we had good entry on that 155, and they're taking it. Let's start going. All right, so we're now we're moving it, and we moved through that pre-market high. We have space all the way up to 248. Not saying it's going there, but we've got space for that VRME. This trade is working here. Next spot with size, I've got at 164. A little bit of size here at 160. There we go. Okay. I would say at any point now you can trim. I am hoping that we go through 160 here. That's kind of what I'm waiting for. Didn't have a huge position on this, but this will be really good. This will be really good.
All right, guys, I'm looking at MBI right now. Might take some MBI here.
Okay, 159 up again here on VRME. They took it, 160 up. Let's go, dude. Let's go. 164, your next spot here, VRME. See if they go back up there.
Starter there in MBI, 1220s.
Smoke tuna on VR. Let's go, tuna. Let's go. VRME pulling back here a little bit. Wow. We'll see if this holds up. I'm still in, so I'm hoping that this returns back to the high. We'll see. Now, market stopped its pullback here, so we'll see if it tries to set up to move through that high. And there it goes, going for that 159 again. Damn it. And through 459. Damn. Oh, well, not selling out SQQQ today.
Looking at this MBI, seeing if it's going to really start moving here.
Okay,
I need volume, though. There's no volume.
I'm getting screwed, unfortunately, so I'm going to flip over to you.
I got you. Let's see if we can get this back above the 1221s. I would like a little pullback here to 12 to maybe add, but I don't want to add too much here at 1220s just in case it doesn't go right now. This stock had a really strong after hours push, has pulled back, trying to hold that 1177 pullback, get back up to the highs, maybe a run to 13. It's nice and quiet here. There goes into the 24s.
VRME, what? God bless it. Should have sold when we were up there. Oh, not going to let it go red. A frustrating day this morning.
Hey, it happens, man. The good news, it's Friday, baby.
And it's early. Things can still change here.
Yeah. Watching the volume here on MBI.
That is disappointing. That is a disappointing move.
All right, guys, about to take a shot here in this MBI.
And stopped out of VRM. I mean, that's what I get for trying to hold for higher. That is so effing frustrating. So effing frustrating. Man, oh man. What a shit pull on VRME.
Trying to give his time to filter out here in MBI.
Yeah, and VRME might come back. You guys are right, but I'm not holding a trade that I was up on through red when I had it pegged. I just didn't. One of the things that's really frustrating in some of these smaller names is that like my bread and butter is taking gains when I have them, and I'm trying to like hold for the bigger gain, right? Like I'm trying to hold for the bigger move. We've seen a couple of them move, and I really got to just stop doing that. I got to stick with what I know works. This was a try. I had money in the bag, and I just gave it up because I was greedy. Just
It happens.
It's no one's fault but my own. And I got distracted and took my eyes off INTS. That's no one's fault but my own. It's just really frustrating. Really, really frustrating. No, I did not do a good job today. That's basically what it comes down to. This morning, I have not done a good job.
Yeah, this is what we got to talk about. And I'm not talking about you not doing a good or bad job, Ryan. I'm talking about what Lynn's talking about here in the chat. Did I go to Portillo's or Illuminati?
No. Love Lynn and Randy, but there's no Lumelnatis up in Detroit, and the only Portillo's up there is in Sterling Heights, so you would have had to drive 30 minutes north of the city.
Well, that's why I was gonna bring up Buddy's Pizza today, because I was thinking about ordering some Detroit pizza.
There you go. Buddy's is good.
What do you guys think about Detroit pizza? You guys interested in Detroit pizza?
I like it. I think you can get hit or miss pizza up there. Buddy's is pretty good though.
Yeah, a little sauce on the top. I'm gonna have to order some today. Marie said, "Yes, Buddies."
Marie knows it's good. There's another place up there, Louis or something. Let me try to figure out the name. It's incredible.
All right, guys, I'm taking a shot. I'm taking a shot. Let's see what happens here at MBI. Spread tightening up. So I like when the spread tightens up like this, and it looks like it wants to get going here. So I got a decent amount here. Willing to take a shot. All right, let's see if we get moving here. Ooh! Let's go, MBI. Get me that Buddy's Pizza today.
Yeah, it's Louis in Hazel Park, I believe. Yep. Place is awesome.
Well, MBI not doing too bad here. Starting to get the lift. 1230s showing up here. Would love to see a big push to like 1250s real quick. Get up towards like 1240s. I could sell half of it there. It's coming back on me, though, a little bit. Come on, get back above that VWAP and hold it.
INTS moving back up towards 11.
Looking good for the push. Just needed to get up above 1240s, 1250s, and then it looked good for maybe an attempt run to pre-market high like 1285s, 1290s.
Market's soaring now here as it breaks through that 459.
Okay, that's a good look for me.
Good morning, Nick. Nice to see you. The football game last night was great. First of all, it wasn't a sleeper like I thought it was going to be, but more importantly, the Patriots were able to get out of there with a win. That means that the Panthers would have to win 2 of their next 3 and have New England lose their remaining games in order for the Bears to not have the number 1 pick. So New England really, really helping out the Chicago Bears last night by getting that dub over the Steelers. I will take it.
You know they're going to take a QB, bro. Do you want them to have one?
I mean, I want the organization to stop being a joke. And if Justin Fields isn't the guy, get him out of there and get somebody else. Get that coaching staff out of there. Start over. Do something. I'm sick and tired of watching the product that I've been watching out of this organization. It's absolute garbage, and I'm absolutely tired of it.
Tell us how you really feel.
I'm telling
you. Yeah, no, Kel. He does not think Fields is
No,
good.
I do. I want him to work. But Justin Fields has a fumbling problem. There's no correcting a fumbling problem. The dude fumbles all the effing time. He can't make the throw when we really need it. He's the win percent. Let me look up his win percentage. It's garbage. It's garbage. By your 3rd year, you need to be winning football games, not losing football games and fumbling in the 4th quarter.
Para with a really nice VWAP bounce today, guys. I hope someone was able to play that Para move. WBD continuing. Yeah, it is. That's looking good too. Hut. 42. Set. Crisper. Man, Kathy's having a hell of a day, guys. I think Kathy's having a hell of a day. I just see her stocks up pretty decent there. Let's take a look right quick. Look at ARKK. Take off, guys. Look at that. That's having a decent day indeed, guys. Nice move there for ARK today. A lot of those names having good moves to the upside. Unity, one of those names. Look at the Unity move. Told you, it seems like it's like that momentum play risk on type of day where you see names like AI get the lift, or you see names like Carvana get the lift. Those have been hot.
DocuSign sold off and then traded up. Para continuing to hit highs here.
I'm stepping up, guys. I haven't taken many trades, so I mean, at this point, it's like, let's take a big one. See if we can really start getting this to move, get back up there through the 1240s. It's a slow one, though. How's the industrial game still going? That's still doing really well? Yeah, XLI now to 109.40s. Big push there, guys. What's doing well? ALLE. I never even played that before. Allegion. Looks like this is a security and protective service. Doing really well, guys. PWR doing well there. PH. So diversified industrial is doing pretty well on the day. ARM on track. Yeah, man. ARM doesn't look too bad there. I talked about it this morning on pre-market prep, and that's just strong. Now 64.49s. That's one of the ones that people are just not watching as it moves higher. And I think the industrial, the institutions definitely are. They're just watching that one stair step. Now just continue to move. Marvell also doing pretty well there. NVIDIA to the highs. Now 475, guys. Man, why didn't I play NVIDIA on the swing? That was frustrating yesterday. How's Intel doing here? MBI coming down.
INTS through 11 there.
I'm playing the wrong stocks today, guys.
Yeah, this has been a nightmare.
This is why I talked about
It's been a
AMD and
nightmare day,
Intel
man.
yesterday. Intel was actually red yesterday. Look at Intel today. Just playing the wrong names, guys. Look at AMD. That's where I should be in. Names like this. And I played AMD earlier in the week, but missed that run yesterday. Nice big run yesterday. Disney. I haven't seen Disney in a little while. NBI about to stop me out through the 12s here.
INTS popped through 11 and immediately pulled back.
INTS is back, man. That thing, when it did the move you're talking about, Ryan, remember you were looking at that one?
Yeah, I missed it. I had the move pegged. I had the move pegged and I got distracted by something else that got sent to me. And
even then, remember you said potentially maybe you get this like hard down action, volume comes in and it starts to climb back.
Yeah, we didn't. I mean, it climbed on low volume. It was really when it started to climb there that the volume kind of picked up. I wanted to see that at the bottom there. We didn't really get it.
I hear you. I mean, at least you picked up double the volume. So like on average, like let's say it's 1 minute, it's 991,000. And then you jumped up there to 296. So about like three times the volume on that downside. It's because you wash out the bulls too, right? They're hitting the bids and getting out.
Exactly. That's exactly.
Para, definitely one of the best days. ALXO.
Para, Mara. The Bitcoin move is strong.
Yeah. I mean, Hut was one that I was looking at. That thing could keep going on the day. It's not as fast mover, though. How's a Clean Spark doing today? Ooh, wrong name. Clean Spark. Yeah, it's actually doing pretty well. What do I see now? Break or break out in Boeing. I mean, I can't tell you exactly what to do. It looks like it's trying to reverse off the 240.75 level. So some people could be maybe trying to short there. But I think at this point, you need to see Boeing push past its historical RSI, like about towards 98. We're almost to that point where it could turn around. We're hitting some resistance that we can go towards today, even 241.72. Somewhere up in that area around the 241.24 all the way up to 243. So between 241 and 243, that's going to be kind of the areas where I might take a short on Boeing, at least for myself. All right, NBI starting to work its way back. Didn't crack that 12 on that. Let's see if it starts to really kind of push here. Kind of like this move here. I'm going to add a little bit on the pullback, trying to get this to pop above the 1220s to 1230s, 1240s. Taking a little bit of a bigger shot here. What do you think about XLE today? Well, XLE is back above 82s. So that's a scary sight for the bears. But from now, I think you're going to maybe try to battle the prior support. Prior support being around 8250s. So I'd like to see rejection of 8250s and see that continue to hold. Definitely not close above, let's say, 83. If I see it back above 83 on XLE, I'd be concerned, at least for myself. All right, guys, you guys see us using Trade the Pool here, guys. You guys can always check out Trade the Pool. Who's using it? Who's being able to get the profits? Let us know. I'll throw up that link in just a second here.
Yeah, I might just back off and kind of wait this out. Just been had the right stuff. Just been an awful trading morning.
Hey, it happened, man. I had a bad Tuesday, Wednesday. I had a decent day yesterday, at least. So it's going to be a battle, right? Never one way. Let me throw up that link for you guys. Boom, baby. Get after it. All right, guys, we're back into the 20 game here. I'm really starting to look to see if this could really pop to 1240s. Want this to get going. Let's do it. Let's do it. INTS now 1050s.
1040, yeah.
Arm spiked to 6540s after completing the handle. Hey, there you go. Elon, you were looking for that cup and handle. Docu, nice fake out drop, then moon. Yeah, it has been coming back pretty good on the day. That company just can't make that much money, man. That's what I was talking about this morning. Everybody uses it. Everybody knows it. But can they monetize it and make that money? All right, guys, over 346 of you guys out there, do us a favor, right? We don't like to bother you guys when you guys are trading, but if you guys enjoy this conversation, enjoy the stream, please just take 1 second to hit the like button down below. All right, guys. So next week is going to be a fun week. I want to open the door, and I think Ryan would love the door open too to any traders that are willing to join us, or maybe want to join Ryan. I will be out on Monday and Tuesday, as I got to, of course, take a little bit of some vacation time. Enjoy the days in December. It's my favorite month. I always like to save a little bit of some days for some off time during this time. Of course, it's my birthday month also. Sagittarius, gotta love it. Gotta love it for all our Sagittarius out there.
I will work on getting some help for those days.
Yeah, we'll get you guys some good. INTS Smoke Tuna says ready to blast to the moon.
Knifed right after he said that.
I'm over here like, man, am I in the wrong one? That's how it goes sometimes. Dang, that thing's back down to 1016. That was a quick one. Stock doesn't want to go. I'm about to cut it here. I'm just trying to give it the chance to get going. But it is dead in volume. All right, what do you guys got out there?
INMD, decent move up here today after 2 days of really crappy trading.
Alex said, I subscribe. That's what I like to hear. It's good to see you, Alex. Look at that Lulu move. Let's take a look at that Lulu move. I know Lulu's been hot. Woo! Lulu to the moon. Man, I can't even shop at that place. I don't know how people do it, but look at that move. All right, let's go back to MBI. Really starting to look for this to really start moving.
450 to
Not, we'll let it
480
go.
this morning in Lulu.
Yeah, dude.
30-point move in Lululemon. Oh man.
You don't need many shares to see a stock go 30 points and make money on it.
Man, oh man, just offsides on everything today. Thank God it's Friday.
Thank God it's Friday, man. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Too rich for my blood. I mean, you can just go lower size, man. I always look at it as capital required for the trade. That, I think, is a better measurement than price, right? How much capital do I need to put up? Airbnb, is it getting hit today?
Take care of yourself, Born.
Always good to see you, Born. Hit the like. Struggling. This did a little bit of a pop there. Showed a little bit like it wanted to get going to 25, 26 again. And right back into the 12, 15s here. Looking like this might cut down here, guys. Man, I wanted to get in a fast mover, and instead I got into a stock that fell asleep. It's asleep, but it's just moving within the range. Para 1710 now. That was a nice one. There's some rumors out in the street for Para. Keep your eyes open for it. And then PayPal was one that I was looking at this morning, right? How did that PayPal do? Look at that red to green on PayPal. Look at that. Nice move. I like this one because it's a lag play on Square's breakout. Square's been breaking out, breaking out, breaking out. Look at Square. Another breakout for Square. Now you're starting to see PayPal move. And what was the other one that I talked about just yesterday? Toast, baby. Get your toast. There's a reason why I think Kathy's got it. That's actually doing pretty well on the day also. Up there to 1536. Held 15 pullbacks today. I'm actually going to take a swing trade on this, guys. I'm gonna go right now because I want to get like a starter and look for pullbacks to add. I'm going to mark it in with 20 shares here and just get in with a starter position. Ideas to get to 60 shares, but as I come back down towards 15. So somewhere, let's say we can do 20 cents down from the 30, 35, 36 area, right? We can do like 5.15s, 5.12s. Then from there, I can do like 15 cents lower than that, like 15s for the 20 share ads, and 20 share ads should bring me back down to about 60 shares in the 5.16 to 5.20 range. We'll find out what happens on Toast. Toasty toast. I'm not liking this MBI. I'm just in it because I've already taken the trade, and sometimes I like to stay objective, right? You've already gone in the trade. Just stay objective, Mitch, at this point. Nobody knows. Time to watch some Christmas movies. That's
Home
what
Alone,
I'm
baby.
on my days off.
Home Alone, baby.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing, Ryan. Just enjoying some Christmas movie action. And I will be watching Home Alone. Now the question is, which one do I start off with? Because
The first one.
I like the second one better than the first one. I know that might be hard to hear.
That
Some people
is,
are going
yeah.
to say I'm a little bit crazy, but I like the second one a little bit more than even the first one. There's a chat. I knew you'd wake up. All you diehards out there.
Yep. I'll probably put that on tonight.
It's not a Christmas movie.
You can wish it to not be one all you want, Mitch, but it is.
Christmas Vacation. There you go. I see you guys out there. Dude, when you actually think about it, Home Alone is pretty savage. The things that
Awesome.
kid does, you would go to jail for.
The knife or the nail on the staircase. Oh my god, with tar. Dude,
No.
that still gives me the willies.
The setup of let's put gasoline in the toilet, give him fire on his head, to think that he's gonna put it out, to just make him dip his head in gasoline. Oh, good Lord. Savage. Yeah, there's a lot of those like violent Santa movies. I don't know if I'm all in on that. The slip on the porch. Oh, that one. That is just classic. If you've ever slipped in the snow or on ice and just busted your bleep, let us know in the chat, because I know I've gone through that experience. Ice is no joke, man.
The only thing Home Alone is missing. You know, it's funny. Think about all the movies whose plots would be obsolete if cell phones were around. Like, just so many of the older movies, like, it just wouldn't even work if there was a cell phone available.
I added a little bit there, guys. I've just been slowly building it up here. Got 700 shares now. It's going to be a hard one. How's that INTS doing? Now back down to 10? It's interesting. Clean Spark showing up on my scanner now.
FFIE from the Squawk. Thank you, Jay Wild. What's going on in Faraday? Oh, big spike here. That's a penny stock, but big spike here.
CRISPR not doing too bad.
How are the rest of those gene editors doing?
They're doing pretty good, guys.
EDIT still in the 11s. NTLA was a penny stock.
Yeah.
No. Oh, no. NTLA. And I probably had it wrong. NLTA is probably that penny stock. NTLA is $30.
The one that I like that just did a nice little pop is Beam. I like that one on a daily chart. That's a Kathy favorite. Beam Therapeutics. I actually like that. Can I get a pullback to 28.25 on Beam? I wouldn't mind taking a swing trade on it, especially at 28s. Toast. Carvana pulling back a little bit now. Mara starting to pull back a little bit. AVTR pulling back a little bit. VKTX, that Viking Therapeutics, having a hell of a day, man. That one's having a really good day. Like, it's not like maybe an insane move, but is it consistent? Yeah, that's a consistent gain. ALB, so lithium names moving up today. That's something to catch. I haven't seen lithium names move in a long time. So maybe like MP having a decent day here. Yeah, look at that. So yeah, lithium names having a decent day. SS trade. So that's one of those situations where I would definitely call them. This is where a lot
Got
of
hot for a second.
yeah. So this is where a lot of traders, I feel like, just don't make the decision of calling their broker. And I know sometimes it can feel uncomfortable making calls to like brokerages and things like this. But if you have a question like you have right here, SS Trades, just call them. They will help you out. They will help you better understand what kind of accounts you really need to do what you're trying to accomplish. And of course, we're not a financial advisor, so we're not going to make that financial advice there. But of course, you could also reach out to other traders, but the best thing would be just to go directly to them. Arm above 66, Marty. Get after it, man. Yeah, I don't like AI long-term, Lynn, but at the end of the day, when you get like stocks like Carvana and Affirm like ripping, when you get stocks like Upstart was one that I was trying to get earlier today. How's that one doing now? I got up there at 36.75, starting to pull back. Like these are when you start to get those stocks to kind of squeeze. I want to see like 12.14s hold here on pullbacks, really back down, even 12.10s. I'm going to have to get out of this MBI. I'm trying to stay in it though. Trying to be in it to win it, baby, today. Of course, we do got all access coming up for you guys after this later today. What do you guys think in the chat? Smash the like, throw up a 1 in the chat if you guys want to check out the Benzinga's office. I might just start walking around, show you guys the inside scoop. Let me know. Chat, smash the like. Can it get going? Can MBI make the move for me? Guys, I've been waiting and waiting. I've been waiting for this. Let's go. Let's get going here. Let's get towards 1230s, 1240s. Let's make a nice little spike to 13. Come on. There's the ones. I see you guys. Throw them up. Throw them up. Take us to the big man. I can do that. Let's wake them up, Lynn. Let me see how everybody's doing out there in the office. I see some people getting after it. Of course, it is Friday. We'll remind people on that. It is Friday. They're going to be probably a little bit more relaxed. But come on, guys. I don't get to be at the office too much. Smash it up.
Okay, sorry about that.
Right.
INTS yanking here. Market coming back in. About time.
About time, baby. All right, let me do this here. All right, so trying to set this up, man. I'm trying to show them the office. I'm about to just start walking around.
The office is sweet. I can't wait. I'm really, the rest of this month, Mitch, is going to be the lead up to Christmas, New Year's, and then travel to the office for the quarterly meeting. Like the end of December and first half of January is going to be spectacular. And then after that, we're looking ahead to February for my trip to Arizona. I'm stoked. Jay said
Yeah.
ring the gong with the thong on, and I typed in ticker ring in my broker. That's how disconnected I was. Oh, good heavens. All right, everything rolling over here. Let's QQQ right back to the VWAP. Let's just retrace this entire stick. Let's touch 460 and immediately, I want 420 prints on the SPY on Monday.
All right, let me DM myself so that I can get and showing you guys the floor. I want to show you guys the floor.
Oh, you're going to walk around? Hell yeah, dude. I can't wait for this.
Yeah. Why not? Why not just walk around the floor, man? Jason always tells me, show everybody. Well, I'll show everybody. Right?
I hope he's there. Get him on.
Right? Someone said in the chat, they're like, get the big man. Go to the big man's office. I might have to do that.
You know what? Actually, I'm just going to jump in there. Shout out to Jason. Even though he is the big man, shout out to him for not having a isolated office. Jason sits out in the open office with everyone else on his team. Props for that.
Yeah.
Props.
It's important. All right. I got to mute myself here because if not, you guys are going to get nasty feedback. But I will be right back. And Ryan,
I can't wait for this. We're going full screen when you're ready.
Yeah,
we're going
put me full screen
baby.
once you see me start going there.
You got it. I got you. My turn to produce, Mitch. Let's go.
Let's do it. All right. I'm going to do it like this so you guys don't.
I feel the same way, Jay. That's why I wanted to mention that. No, we do. So we have a glass room there, Market Sniper, that we call the Igloo, but it's an office that everyone on the team can use. It's not reserved for Jason. It's for anybody. I can't wait for Mitch to give you guys this tour. Honestly, this is exciting for me, even though I go there all the time. Let's go. Can't wait to see who's in there too. All right, let's see. I don't see anything yet. I'll let you guys know. No, 13. The monitors, I mean, they have TVs playing. There are a bunch of, what monitors were you talking about? You visited. Did you? Oh, here we go. Here's Mitch's phone. All right. All right, Mitch. Nod if you want me to put you up. Okay, I got a thumbs up. Here we go. Here we go, boys.
What's up? What's up, everybody? Here we are. You know what? Let's turn it sideways. Let's get this right. Here you guys have it. This is the Benzinga Detroit office, guys. Of course, hold on. Hit it with the thong. I'm gonna get in trouble for that one, so you guys better hit the like button. Somebody hit the like button there. All right, well, you guys see AB all the time right here from the studio, right? Well, this is exactly what the background looks like. Check it out, guys.
Nice helmet there, Mitch. Nice helmet right behind you. Go blue.
Yeah, man. And then what do you guys see out there? You guys see the skating rink? You guys see the Christmas tree?
Ice rink.
Look. We're live right now, baby. We're live. Inception. All right, guys. Let's say hello. Let's say hello to AT on the desk. What up?
What's up, everybody? How's it going?
Yeah. Hey, you guys getting a little tour action.
AT, our reigning golf outing champion, by the way. Be sure he knows I said that.
Who's this guy? Who's this guy? You guys might know him. A little Warren. He's hanging out in the house. What up? We're going around. We're gonna do a little walk and talk. All right, let's go. Let's go. I think Luke's over here. Luke's busy, you know, but that don't mean we can't Can't bother him a little bit. Oh, Crandall? Oh, what's up? What's up?
What's going on?
We live, baby. We live.
We're live. Let's go. YouTube.
Let's go.
Let's
What's up
go,
out there,
Crandall.
guys?
What's going on? Look at that clean hat.
Is
from
Faluna on?
Crandall.
Yeah, he's on right now.
Luna.
I have you full screen, Crandall.
Let's go. Let's go. We're ready. We're locked and
That's my
loaded.
boy right there.
We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it, baby. Let's get after it. Taking over, guys. Oh, you guys don't even know the podcast setup. Let me show you guys the podcast setup right quick. We're gonna do some great work this year from here. Right here, guys. We got a really nice little podcast setup. Like, I don't know about you guys, but we gotta do this setup, right? Like, what up out there, guys? Little podcast action.
Oh, Mitch, we're doing it.
We're doing it, man. We're doing it. I want to get Ryan here in the office. We're gonna have to do a nice little podcast session.
We're doing a sports podcast from next time I go there, without a doubt. Me and Crandall.
You know it, guys. Everybody's at it, working hard, guys. We're bringing you guys some really cool stuff. I can't wait for 24 because, we're going to do a lot more with this space, giving you guys the content that you guys want to see. And of course, giving back to you guys. So drop feedback because you guys run the show here at Benzinga just as much. I mean, you guys see it. We got our green room here. It's a lot of things that we do here at Benzinga. So it's not only content, of course. Got a lot of people working on the sales desk. But there's a lot going on here. I'll come back in the room.
All right. Mitch is going to come back. Crandall got me so fired up with his clean ass hat that I had to go put one on myself. So we're going to finish the show out with hats here, folks. We'll go ahead and get Mitch back on here. There he is.
Yeah, man. What up, guys? That was a fun time. And look what happened while I was gone.
Bang.
Oh, let's go, guys. MBI to the moon, maybe. Man, that thing got up there to 1240s, 1260s. I didn't catch that 1250, but let's go ahead and let's sell some here, right? Because I need to sell some and get some of this cash. All right, so boom. I'm just going to take out 300 right there, pay myself $50 already on the day, and now I can let this work, break even on the rest, and look to make some good money on the day, guys. Let's see if we can make, $100 on this. And I can even set a little bit of risk here. So I'm going to set the risk down to like 12, 13, give up maybe 20 of the dollars that I already made from the market, and now just let this work. See if I can get back up there to like 1280s, sell it all the way up there. And that would be a nice $240 move. So let's see what I get here, guys. Not a bad little trade on MBI.
Hey, at least we were able to get some before you get out of here.
Yeah, can't go wrong with that, right? Got to get it when you can. All right, what's up out there, guys? I hope you guys enjoyed that. I didn't go to everybody either. I didn't want to, interrupt too many people's days. I kind of went to more people that, I deal with on a daily basis.
Plus, Mitch, I mean, let's be honest. You and I are used to being on camera every day. Not everyone is. And all of a sudden, if you show up and there's a camera in their face, that's not the most comforting feeling. So we get it. Got to be respectful of the teammates.
And let us know, guys, if you guys enjoy that action, seeing the inside the office. I think it's something that we should share with you guys more often. We just got to find a way and know that you guys want to see that, right? Because like I said, and I mean it, is that you guys can run the show. You guys let us know what you want to see more of, and we do that content.
Yeah. We should do some more. Cal's saying, sorry, Ryan, I think Harbaugh is taking that $11 million a year from Michigan. I'm going to go ahead and say I don't think so. I don't think he's going to want to deal with AA fines. I don't think he's going to get punished. No. I think he's out of there. I think he's done at Michigan after he wins the Natty this year.
Who the fuck is this guy? Who's that guy? That guy, the Harbaugh guy.
Well, Crandall's hat was so crispy and clean that he motivated me to go put one on myself. That's what happened.
I like to hear it. All right, guys. At least MBI wasn't the worst stock of the day. Finally got moving after a while. And it didn't come with the biggest volume pop, but hey, good money is good money, right? I ain't going to complain about it. We'll see what we can get later in the day. I'm not probably going to take any other trade other than this one. I will leave my toast swing that I want to add to it, but it hasn't gone down to those levels to add. So I want to add like at 515, 514s. It got close to 516 there, but already bouncing. This is one that I want to swing trade over the weekend too. So toast. Get your toast, guys, before it's gone. Clean Spark still doing well to 1040 now. I know a lot of times we take a look at like laggard style trading, and that could have definitely worked today. Mara taking off, but a lot of the laggards in the mining space doing pretty well. Carvana now 40 44s. Good Lord. This is the type of stock that I've been seeing.
Carrier making a run towards 56.
Yeah, man, that stock, it just looked good on the daily, and that's what it got my attention. But we'll look to see if this can keep moving. I mean, this is now starting to jump through a long-term trend line. Could come back into the gap a little bit, but I'm looking for a move to 59 eventually here. How did XLI? Is that still leading? Those industrials still leading? Because, man, it was strong earlier. Yeah, it's still pretty strong there. There's MBI now starting to make another up move. So I'm looking good. I'm in like the triple digits here. It's starting to move back towards the 1240s. Let's see if this can really start to break out, get above towards 1270s. Pre-market highs are up there towards even 1294s. So we could go up to 13. Let's see if we get a quick spike here.
How many shares are you still on there? 400. Okay, nice. Hell yeah, Mitch. Let's go, dude.
Yeah, I'm going to have to pay for hitting that gong. So I need you guys to hit the like button.
Well, who's going to get mad at you for that?
I mean, you know what the gong's for. It's for wins, baby.
We did. We just, our entire community just won getting a tour of the office. That's a win. That's gongable.
That will be in my defense.
The only person that's upset about that is Jay Wild, because Jay Wild was screaming for you to hit the gong in a thong, and you left out the thong part. But other than that, we did what we were asked. That's a win. That's a dub.
Well,
half win, no thong.
Well, little do you know.
Oh gosh.
No one said you had to see the thong.
We made it through another week. That's a win. Yes.
That's a win, Facts. Baby.
Facts.
Totally gong worthy indeed, Market Sniper. Totally gongable? What happened? Oh no, that's gongable. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm seeing things. All right, let's take a look at the market overall. Now 1255s. I'm still looking really great in this MBI trade. And it being a low volume trade, I will warn to traders out there. But, man, it's at least working and continuing to climb. I'm looking for this to keep pushing. And I took out some of it, right, like 300 of it, just to make sure I got paid. Now I'm really just going to let these 400 shares really work. And the original was like 200. Which one you seen?
INTS, it's trying to make another run.
Awesome. Let me go show you guys that one.
Do we try it here for another push up? No, look at this. Look at the pullback. God, it's just so wild.
You know it, Wisdom. We're rhyming out here. We're no Eminem, but we're rhyming.
Here we go. INTS starting to gear here. I didn't take any of it. Is this not here? Let's do the
nice hourly chart. It's a nice hourly chart, at least. That's pretty clean. This feels like it has one more chance to 11, and then I really want to see if it goes. Because if it fails there, this could be another one that I could maybe try to short into the spike. But you have to be careful, right? Like, that's one of the hardest trades there is out there. And I want to always preference that just because I was able to short a penny stock yesterday doesn't mean we go after this trade every single day, right? But this looks very similar to what I saw in a lot of trades like MLGO also, which are those expansion moves, then they just start to fail at like kind of hold dollars before those expansion moves. The expansion was this morning, right? I mean, you went from below 5 to above 14. That's what I call expansion. Like you're just like a quick amount of volatility comes into stock and makes like a $4 or $5 move. I'm looking to see it's failed one attempt to run to 11, 2 attempts to run to 11. I'm looking to see if it can make one more attempt to run to 11. Failing there again will tell me that, hey, there's some selling pressure in that 11 and maybe someone wants out. Marty, how's the rec green up there? Not bad. I mean, I'll tell you one thing, price-wise, Colorado market, which is, I would say, one of the top markets, at least in value-wise, right? You can get a good amount of volume. Like California also would fall in there too. It's not expensive. The only thing that I see around here that's interesting is there's like this big competition of trying to get first-time sales. So a lot of different dispensaries trying to give like discounts to get people to come in. So that's something that you always want to see, but also are they becoming a Bed Bath & Beyond, right? Where they're just like destroying the margins in the industry is something to look for. Apple testing 195. That spike in INTS there, where did it go to? We got up to 1063s, kind of failed there.
Yep. Might still have some more though. Trying here. I've got 1024. We'll see if we go here. Here we go. Are we getting another spike here? Let's go, Mitch. Let's get a spike. We're about to close the show out here in a few minutes. Let's get a spike here real quick.
Yeah, MBI can go through 1280s. I won't mind. Make another $300. Monday was a tough day, but at least we bounced back yesterday. Not Monday. On Wednesday was a tough day. Yesterday we bounced back. And I'm trying to like finish the day or the week green here, especially. If I can do that, that's what I want to do. And so let's see if I can get a little bit more on this MBI spike going towards 1280s, going for the 13 break. What I like about MBI also is just the daily chart. I mean, this is nowhere near the daily chart where it is now, but I mean, this has been a huge spike on this stock. Huge spike.
QN, you got timed out earlier. We don't spam here, and we don't just load up on emojis and say buy, no brainer. So try and curtail that. We already got timed out once.
Yeah. I mean,
let's not do that. Let's not do that pumpy junk stuff. There are plenty of other rooms that can do that.
Exactly. You said it best there. I'll let you handle it this time, because if it was me, probably would have got the ban hammer the first time. But
I'm not trying to ban. I'm not trying to ban people. I'm trying to be nice. It's Friday. We're in a good mood. Trying to be nice, but that's the last warning, QN.
It's Friday, baby. Let's get after it, guys. Ban hammer.
No, I like to avoid doing that if possible.
I need like the Portnoy kind of hammer, like that big old hammer. Just pull it out when I need it, just bam. Or what was the guy that used to do like the hammering of the watermelons? What was that guy's name?
The hammering of the watermelons.
You remember, right? Like
not really, no.
Like the early 90s or the 80s when he was around, and like he used to like smash like the fruit.
Gallagher? Nate, they're saying Nate Gallagher.
There you go. There's my people. We need a new Gallagher. I need to kind of like bring it back. Just get some random watermelons and just start smashing things.
I'm going to have to YouTube this. I have no idea what you're even talking about.
Well, you can see in the chat how popular it was.
Exactly. That's what do you think I'm saying? I got to YouTube this. I'm the one that doesn't know what we're talking about.
It's interesting, right? I mean, this is the guy that made a career out of smashing stuff, and specifically like fruit. I mean, he used to do even live presentations of it. Been to a show, epic times.
Funny as hell. He's not with us anymore.
R.I.P.
Damn.
R.I.P. for sure.
I'll just say this, Yacht. I'm a Reagan baby. I was in the 80s.
There you go. Smash some pumpkins. I like it. All right, team. MBI, definitely the trade of the day. So we'll see what happens with that. It's still trading up there towards 1246. I got in like averaging between like the 1218s to 1220s. Taking some off. I'm going to continue try to work this, especially if I start to leave. I'll just take the profits off. Toast, I'll leave for the swing trade. I'll let you guys know how that goes. Like always, you guys can keep up with Ryan and I on our Twitters. You guys can check out Trade the Pool if you guys are looking to, of course, get into some trading, or maybe you're just a trader that's looking to try to have some buying power and really test your skills, right? Because once you test those skills and you can see you're going to success, then you can go for the bigger packages and really start making some good dough. If you guys are looking for an ability to really get to the buying power, trade stocks long and short, trade stocks like MBI today, or maybe you want to go short some penny names. Definitely check it out, team. Trade the Pool is there for you guys to go ahead and get access, get funded today, guys. There's the link in the chat. All right, Ryan, we've not a bad day at all. We battled. We'll see if MBI kind of gives me that little lift off here towards the end. But let's go ahead and wrap it up here in a second. We'll get you guys over to the All Access show where we get to, of course, uncovering stories. Yesterday, I did Dragonfly Energy. Excited to get into another opportunity today. I have AB ready to go. Ryan, I'm going to miss you, my friend. I wish that you were next door because we'd be going and celebrating, but we're always celebrating together here, together with our great community. So thank you guys out there for all the love being here in Detroit. And of course, Ryan, for joining me always and really pushing traders to the next level. We're here to show you guys process. We're here to help you guys continue to understand that you can get to success. It ain't going to be easy. We can't give you the exact 100% step-by-step process, but we can show you through our strengths and weakness that you guys can find success also. Thanks, Ryan. Like always, enjoy your weekend, my friend.
Take care, you too. Safe travels. Take care, everybody.
All right, guys, definitely smash the like. We're about to bring on the man himself from the desk that I just showed you guys. I just did the little walk around. You guys saw this desk, and now you guys get to see AB go live right from it. It's good to see you, AB. You ready to get after it?
Yes, sir. Always, Mitch. Happy Friday. How you doing today?
I learned something new about AB yesterday is that if you play arcade golf with this guy, watch out. Watch out.
The golden tee. I'm a golden tee master. I mean, it's to me, it's not that hard. You just do the ball up and down, but some people, struggle with it. So I mostly, I usually do pretty well with it. I was talking to Mitch last night. We've been talking about investment opportunities. I want to get some golden tee machines and put them in different bars. And then you go back and yeah, over time, if you get the right bar, the right place,
I see it.
You can make some money off those.
Yeah, they have a like those 1UP arcade bars. Why not just make one that's a little bit more theme? Or, just give access to, like, let's say, sometimes you're at Top Golf and you've already done your round and you just want to hang out. Maybe even setting them up there. We'll see.
That'd be a good, actually, that's not a worst idea because a lot of times at Top Golf, I don't know about now, but I know when they first came out, a lot of times people would have to wait for like a bay for a while. So if someone had a golden tee right there, I'm sure people would. I mean, people there like golf, so it's a good idea. All right, Mitch. But thanks again, man. We're gonna get moving into this All Access again. Go follow Mitch on Twitter. We'll be back next week. All right, guys. I'm gonna be welcoming on Dennis Calvert from BioLargo. Talked to Dennis before, very exciting company, but if this is your first time, stay tuned because it's a great story. Without further ado, let's bring Dennis on. All right. Dennis, how you doing?
AB, Dennis Calvert. Good to see you.
Good to see you again. Good to reconnect. For those out there, I know we've spoken before a number of times. I'm familiar, but for those out there who aren't, do you mind just giving us a brief overview of what BioLargo is, what you guys are doing before we get into the nitty-gritty details?
Yeah, so we call ourselves an innovator and solution provider. We've been innovating for about 16 years, if you can believe it. And we have a whole portfolio of technical assets, and then we provide full service solutions, right? So think of innovation as this toolkit to go out and help clients solve big environmental problems. So clean air, clean water, and energy, also a new asset in the portfolio. Anyway, we're enjoying our first big commercial success. Finally, it took a long time. It's huge, and more coming, and more sort of imminent, knocking on the door. And so it is a great time to look at the company. You know, we've retired all the debt. We're in a great cash position. It's time to make money and reward our shareholders. So it's pretty cool.
Well, I mean, it sounds like you guys are in some different things. You know, you mentioned energy, environment. You know, so how do you commercialize all these different revenue streams?
Yeah, well, that's a good question. You know, the thesis is to invent it, prove it, and partner it, right? So it's kind of like a hybrid licensing model. You know, we went vertical in a couple of markets because we had to. We had to figure out how to get them seated in the commercial marketplace. And we always say that's the hardest lift. That's the hardest work to do. Once you get that done, you know, you're ripe for partners because you de-risk the commercial opportunity so sufficiently that it makes sense for them to adopt you. So you look for channel partners, you look for licensing partners, supply chain partners. You know, this deal that we have with Poof and the odor and VOC control product is a classic full circle example where we paid a price to get into the market, spent 8 years developing organic growth, commercial, industrial, and then all of a sudden we get the right partner and the numbers go crazy. And that's an example of the power of the model. And of course, we have a whole portfolio for that. So we believe, you know, this is the first of many to come. Yeah.
Well, that's some great news there, Dennis. I know you recently presented at the LD Micro main event in October. What did you share there?
Well, everybody has the, you know, what's the $1 million question, right? How big are revenues going to go and when are you going to make money? I mean, it's really simple. And so the good news is that we've experienced about 100% year-over-year growth now for a few years in a row, and that trend is continuing. And so we do expect that to have the same result for this calendar year coming in at the end of the year. And the numbers, so the other critical piece is that our partners that are doing the marketing work for the product called Poof, P-O-O-P-H, Poof. This is Poof. Right? If you haven't seen the infomercial, be sure you go see it.
We're going to get to Poof in a minute.
Okay, great. So they announced that they'd be in approximately 20 to 25,000 retail outlets by the end of this year. And we're watching that trend happen. And so that's about a 10x increase in retail footprint for that product, really over the last 4 to 6 months. And so we're watching that happen with order flow and the rising up of the product. So that's a big deal. We also built a production facility for our battery technology. And so we have images of that. It's really awesome. And really the thing that we want to make sure everybody gets is that this is not an R&D journey. This is a commercialization journey of an innovation that had 8 years of R&D behind it. And so we've actually put together a facility to produce batteries that'll start production in Q1. And that small facility based in Oak Ridge, Tennessee, with all our engineers, you know, has the ability to produce like 2.5 to 3.5 million in batteries a month. Okay. So this is not, gosh, I hope we get some batteries. This is like, hey, we can make some batteries and we got a design that we really think is a disruptor for the marketplace. So all those things are going on. We also got our first PFAS customer, which is a big deal. You know, that's about 3.5 years of R&D. We're now going into the field, and we have a pipeline of customers that is just awesome. And so we're very excited about taking PFAS out of the environment, most considered the environmental disaster of the century. Okay, so big news.
Yeah, and let's since you mentioned it, Poof, I'm sure we've got a lot of viewers out there that are now wondering what the heck is Poof. So remind us what Poof is and why you guys like it so much as a product.
Well, this goes back to the origins of the company. You know, like 15 years ago, we discovered that we could make, we had a chemistry set that was incredibly powerful at odor control, and it's complete odor elimination. That's the key, complete odor elimination. It's an oxidizer. And so when you say oxidation, that means that if you get a molecule of our chemistry on the molecule that causes odor, it's going to break it down. And by breaking it down, it can't stink anymore. Okay. So the idea is complete odor elimination has never really been available in the marketplace, especially in something that's so safe. So this is a completely safe product, non-toxic, non-cytotox, non-staining. I mean, it's just a great tool. And of course, it's wonderful for pets. Look, the pet odor control industry is a multi-billion-dollar segment. And, you know, this product is a disruptor that's taking on the number one in the market at about 1.2 billion. Okay. Now, Poof is generating around 4 million a month now in top line sales. And for us, that generates about $1 million a month. Okay. And it's growing. So their stated mission is to get that's our partner at Poof. We're the supply chain partner. We're the inventor. We're the manufacturer. And we bargain to supply product and then also receive a little royalty on sales and then receive 20% of the equity upon exit. Now, their stated mission is to get this product to about 100 million run rate a year. And they believe it'll sell for somewhere between 3.5 and 7x. Okay. So that's 350 to 700 million.
And would sell to a like big box retailer, or who do you think would be the one
big branders, the who's who of big brands.
You're like talking about Johnson and Johnson or a Procter and Gamble or
that type of player. Yes, the consumer products, CPG.
Got it.
CPG player, global. So what'll happen is the idea is we took it to a certain level. We brought in a partner. They take it to another level. The next partner takes it to $1 billion, and this product will go to $1 billion.
You're leveraging these like business connections and partnerships to really take it to the next level where certain you know, companies might have the expertise, correct? You guys have the expertise in building the product and the supply chain part of it. And then you turn it over to someone who might have more expertise in marketing it and selling it. And then eventually
stair step it. We're the science and engineering group that makes the innovation that's capable of disruption in the marketplace. And the thesis of our portfolio is each of the assets that we've invested in has a chance to disrupt global markets. I mean, so it's a whole portfolio of disruptors.
Yeah.
Right.
Or we talked about there's
yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, this is just an example where we're seeing it go full circle. We said when we started, we said this is what happened. We just had no idea it takes so long. It took a long time, a lot of money. And so now the beauty for the business, and this is why people really need to take notice, is the pain of all that development is really behind us. Now we get to, you know, reap the fruit. The harvest is here. Okay.
There you go. Well, you know, you mentioned the PFAS earlier. The EPA has proposed new limits on PFAS in water supplies. What could these regulations do for BioLargo if adopted? And maybe just give us a quick 30-second overview of what PFAS are for the people out there who may not be familiar.
Yeah, PFAS is the PFAS, per and polyfluoroalkyl, which stands for the chemistry that makes nonstick coatings. And it's all over the news. There was a $10.2 billion settlement by 3M just recently. DuPont has a huge, massive, over $10 billion settlement as well. And they're just getting started. And so this is highly litigated. The EPA and the Biden administration have pegged this as one of the environmental cleanup projects for North America and globally. It's a global problem because these chemistries were used all over industry. Estimates are 48% of the drinking water in the world is contaminated with PFAS. It's not cool, okay? And of course, it's linked to birth defects and cancer. And there's a movie, if you haven't seen it, Dark Waters, you should watch it. It tells the story. We have a solution to take it out of water and the environment, the soil. And that is just now going commercial. It's about 3 years of R&D. And we believe that we have the most economic and environmentally sensitive solution in the market. Number one, and hear me clear, number one, okay? Why number one? When we extract the incumbent technologies that take PFAS out of water, produce a byproduct. That byproduct is about 80,000 pounds of contaminant solid waste. And that solid waste is being designated as hazmat. 80,000 pounds of waste. We get 2 or 3 pounds of waste compared to 80,000 pounds of waste. There's not a technology in the marketplace that can compete with the efficiency of the way we super concentrate the contaminant so it can be managed well. And we're now going into the field to prove that. And we've done 13 trials. It's about 3 years of R&D work. And now it's, quote, going to market. And again, we've got a pipeline that is awesome, and it'll keep us busy literally for decades. So again, think about how does a small company like us change the world? Well, the answer is you get really good partners, really good partners.
I like
so
that.
What will happen is we'll partner this thing out all over the world. And I fully believe we're going to see expansion that's dramatic, and we're going to see it happen all over the world, and it will become known over time as the #1 solution in the world.
Well, there you go. I mean, congrats so far on that growth, and of course, I'm hoping personally that we adopt those new regulations, because I mean, it sounds like those chemicals have no business being in our water.
There's a lot that's already, they're doing detection limits at 4 parts per trillion. Okay. So if you're in the drinking water business and you got any contaminant that's linked to cancer or birth defects, you pretty much are obligated to fix it. I mean, I don't care what the detection limits are and what the rules are. Are you going to serve your constituent contaminated water that causes cancer? The answer is no. Okay. And you got industry. So what's happening is everyone has such a high sensitivity because it's so visible in the public that they're already adopting, they're moving. So it's not like the whole market's waiting for some regulatory event. What's going to happen with the regulatory event is it's going to make it even harder.
100%.
So it's all heading in that direction. Yeah.
Dennis, let's get into some numbers real quick. You brought in nearly 8 million over the first 3 quarters this year, about 2 times from the same period last year. How did you achieve this growth?
Well, Poof's #1, of course. I mean, they're just blowing it out. They launched in Walmart. They started direct to consumer, Amazon, of course, then Walmart, and now Chewy, and they've got 12 more national retail accounts that are taking on the product. So we think that we'll see the trail out of all that activity over the next 6 to 12 months. And they've always said we're going to we're going to do 20% quarter over quarter. So approximately double per year, right? When you run that number. And that trend has proven true, and they're going to continue. So built into our portfolio is this #1 performing asset. Well, guess what's coming behind it? Industrial clients, first PFAS, a battery tech that's about to go commercial. I mean, and the medical company we've stated publicly is negotiating with global partners to launch product. If you think Poof and the financial implication for BioLargo is important, wait do you see Clear Medical? I mean, so again, this is a moment at which all this investment is coming to bear with finished product, proven technology, an established commercial viability, regulatory approval. The hardest, not all of it, but the hardest work is done. So that's the answer.
There you go. I like that though. I like when the hardest work is behind us, right? That's always.
I mean, look, there's always hard work. Look, it's a very competitive world. So I always say, be careful. Don't be naive. But here's the thing: the technology's that good, and we're that stubborn, and we've become that good at doing what we do. So now, the path is shorter, the route is more direct, and the other concept is as the tide rises, all ships rise at BioLargo. Well, you can bet that's happening. I mean, where used to people say, "Who are you?" Now they say, "Oh, I've heard of you." I'm like, well, it's about time.
There you go. Well, Dennis, running up on time here. I'm going to ask you one more question before I let you get on with your busy day. I know you guys are busy over there at BioLargo. Yeah. What is the most exciting innovation on the horizon for clean tech?
Oh, wow. Well, the energy field, of course, is robust. I mean, the electrification of the world is going to change the world. And, it's a good thing. Okay. Now, the route you get there is political. What's the right choice? I mean, not a lot of issues there. But the concept of electrifying the world is a great one. And hence the reason we've made the decision to be in the battery business. We look at that and the demand is insatiable. I heard the other day that if you want to get a mega pack, that's a grid scale storage called long duration energy storage. If you want a mega pack like from Tesla, there's like a 3-year wait. A 3-year wait. Are you kidding me? It's unbelievable. So I predict that the transformation of energy is going to be one of the most dynamic shifts in the technology field. And of course, it's right in the sweet spot for where we're at. So it's going to be a big deal for us too.
Well, there you go. Dennis Calvert, the CEO and president of BioLargo, ticker BLGO. It's up on the screen somewhere. Dennis, thanks again for coming on. It's always a pleasure to talk to you. Hopefully, we'll get to chat again soon.
Yeah, go BioLargo. Thanks.
There you go. All righty, guys. That was Dennis Calvert, the CEO and president of BioLargo. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Always a pleasure to talk to Dennis. They were doing some really cool things over there. And, you guys know me. I got to use some Poof myself sometimes when things get a little, in the house. You got dogs that have accidents, stuff like that. So if you see Poof on the shelves at Walmart, go try it out. Good product. All right, guys, that'll be a wrap for us today on Live Trading and All Access. Thank you for tuning in. Please smash the like and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. We will be back next week with some more great content for you. Till then, have a great weekend, everyone.